of the eastern shore of Maryland to a mixed race couple. And if you could put the slides up now, that'd be great. Thank you. So she was born to a mixed race couple, and that couple, their name was Maudlin McGee and Sambo Game. Maudlin McGee was Ulster Scot, and Sambo Game was from Senegal. Sambo came over to America's shores before it was even America. And when he came on a boat called the Speedwell. The captain's name was Captain Goodhand. They lost about 100 people on that journey across the Middle Passage. When he came about 4 years after Maudlin, and about 22 years after the very first race laws in American history. Those race laws started in Virginia, and then the second round happened in Maryland. In Virginia, they were trying to solve the problem of white men who were the planter class raping their enslaved black women and then producing mixed-race children. Those mixed-race children were now causing a conundrum in terms of the racial caste system that existed in Virginia at the time. You see, because citizenship came through the line of the father in the British colonies. That was British law. And you could not enslave another British citizen. And you could not enslave another Christian. So what did they do? They looked at the law that was beginning to change through judicial law, because a woman named Elizabeth Key took her case to court. She said, my dad is an English citizen, hello, he's recognized me, and he had me baptized. So therefore, you cannot enslave me. And she won. And then others won after her. So within about 12 years, they had a stream of people leaving their plantations, like picking up and saying, I'm free, hello somebody. And in this planter class, who was also the legislative class, decided that they were going to do something about this. Now this is one of my big points here that has really crystallized for me in the writing of this book. We had choices. We always had choices. This was not inevitable. It was never inevitable that there would be slavery all over the world. At each juncture, we had choices. And they could have chosen in 1619 to turn those 20 and odd Angolan men back and said, we don't need them. We weren't even planning to have them. This is a ship that came into our shores, we don't need this. We're not doing this. And sent it back, but they didn't. Instead, they decided to exploit the black bodies of Angolan men for little to no cost. And in 1662, they had a choice. They could have said, you know what, we have all these mixed race kids, they're starting to confuse our racial caste system, so we're gonna abolish that, and we're gonna move into a fully, the injustice light, right? A fully indenturing service thing. We're not going to have enslaved people, and then maybe what we'll do is we'll allow them to work for a fee. Maybe it'll hit our bottom line eventually, but eventually it'll actually get better because we'll have more money in the economy. We'll have a true capitalist society. But they did not do that.